did this.
Better.
He wrote one of his songs about me. Better man. Anyway, he's touched down in Australia, ready to entertain us. He arrived via private jet at Sydney Airport yesterday. His tour kicks off on November 16 at Allianz Stadium in Sydney before he goes to Brisbane, to Melbourne, Geelong and Swan Valley in Western Australia. So welcome to Australia, Robbie. Hope you have a great time. Rapper Drake has announced this morning that he'll be hitting the road next year. He'll be touring the US with his It's All a Big Blur tour, the Big As What show, which will feature J. Cole as a supporting artist. The tour kicks off in January next year, but sadly there's no word of him coming down under just yet. In other music news, Aussie pop star Troye Sivan has now reacted to Timothee Chalamet's impersonation of him, starting by saying he's in pure shock. Chalamet hosted Saturday Night Live on the weekend and took the chance to portray Troye as a sleep paralysis demon in this skit. Have a look.
Oh, I see him. He's right here next to me.
Great. What does he look like?
It's just a guy, but like a gay guy?
No. Not just any gay guy, homie. It's me, Troye Sivan. Let's go.
Troye shared the clip on Instagram saying, "Why is life so weird right now? LMAO, I'm dead." Hollywood actor Chris Pratt has a new starring role, and he's not playing a park ranger or a guardian of the galaxy. He's playing Garfield. Take a look.
You hungry, little guy? You want a little more?
And that's how I adopted John.
No, please, no. Ow, it's so hot. Ow, it's really hurting. Ow, ow, ow. You deserve to be seen with somebody as bright.
Say when.
Never, John. Bury me in cheese.
I apologize in advance. The eating you're about to see will not be pretty. And if you have young children, this would be a good time for them to leave the room.
Very mean cheese. Same Garfield. The world-famous Monday-hating, lasagna-loving cat is voiced by Pratt, and Samuel L. Jackson voices Garfield's dad in the film. So Garfield hits cinemas in May next year. Looks like a good one. Well, you probably know Anthony Hopkins from his terrifying role as Hannibal Lecter, but the 85-year-old is showing the lighter side of his personality by doing a little rumba dancing on TikTok.
Go to our Robbie expert, Richard Wilkins. Dickie,
good morning.
I mean, it's great to have him back.
Australia is always better when Robbie Williams is in it. He
is.
touched down yesterday at Sydney Airport. He is here on his 25 world tour to entertain us, and we're happy about that. The tour kicks off, of course, at Allianz Stadium in Moore Park, Sydney. The eastern suburbs of Sydney will be singing along to Angels on Thursday night before he plays Brisbane, Melbourne, Geelong, Swan Valley in Western Australia. This follows the release of his album, which has revamped versions of his greatest hits. He travels in style. Robbie just getting back and waving. 25 years as a solo artist. His last Australian tour was, of course, the Heavy Entertainment Tour. He performed in Melbourne last year, a couple of those shows for his Better Man biopic, and of course he nailed it at the AFL Grand Final at the mighty MCG last year. There's a lot of added Robbie buzz, as you said, David, at the moment, following the release of the Warts and All Netflix doco-series, which captures him observing all the highs and lows of his spectacular career from the comfort of his bed, God love him. He'll be facing the media this afternoon. It should be a bumper turnout. Robbie Williams back in Australia, where he belongs, ahead of his Australian tour. And
It's fabulous.
Good to have me. I watched that doco all weekend.
I watched it
binged
too.
it.
Yeah.
It is fascinating, and it's
incredible.
sad and super raw, but it's such a proper peek behind the curtain, isn't it?
And just to have him sort of like almost reviewing his life in real time is so powerful. He's
Very
really,
compelling.
really come a long way.
Well, he's had a camera in his face pretty much all his
whole
career
life,
since he was 16.
Yeah.
What about his beautiful little daughter, Teddy?
Teddy
Oh,
is the scene stealer.
Oh, she's adorable.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
she's just amazing.
and Ida, his beautiful wife.
Well, welcome back to Australia, Robbie.
Yes, indeed.
Great to have
It's
you here.
official, Rob. Welcome.
Okay, speaking of tours, Dickie, which big Aussie artist has just dropped an announcement?
Look, this is a big one. The Kid Laroi has announced a tour, not just any tour. It happens February next year with shows in Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide, Sydney and the Gold Coast. This is a big deal. This is a stadium tour.
Whoa!
All ages shows with his debut album, The First Time, hot off presses. Member pre-sale tickets go on sale Thursday, just a couple of days' time. General admission on sale Monday at Ticketek. That's a big tour. I mean,
Massive.
Relatively young artists playing outdoor stadiums.
That's a game changer, and I think this is huge for him, huge for his fans. All ages is massive as well. That's going to be really great.
That's going to be great, yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right, Kylie. She is busier than ever. Talk us through her schedule.
Kylie Minogue just goes from one hit to another. This is a real purple patch in her career. You know, she's nominated for the Grammy. She's up for Arias tomorrow. And this just in, she's being announced as part of the lineup for the Las Vegas Formula One Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
Which is happening this week. This is just dropped on Twitter. So Kylie is part of the opening ceremony in Vegas, where she's currently in residence. Look, also part of the ceremony, just a whole bunch of artists, including Keith Urban, Nile Rodgers and Chic, Journey, and John Legend.
Oh my God.
And more. There's a whole lot more too. But I think I've just been trying to pull it together because it's literally just dropped. I think she's playing in the Sphere.
No.
Where you two have set up shop there.
Wow.
So look, it's talk about a big weekend in Vegas, you know. Add all that stuff together with Max Verstappen and his mates hurtling around the circuit at 300 kilometres an hour. I mean,
Kylie on fire.
the Today Extra live from Vegas.
Live from the
Sounds pretty
Sphere? Live from the Sphere would be good.
That's all happening anyway.
That's all happening anyway.
Everybody's going to
We'll
the Grand
confirm
Prix.
that later.
Yeah.
Whether that's gonna
You
happen.
float that idea, Dickie.
Yeah.
Float it
Ideas,
hard.
man.
Okay, speaking of motor racing, Ferrari is on the starting
Float it
line.
hard.
And one high-octane interview, stop looking at me, is going viral.
Hey, look, Adam Driver, he's been promoting this movie already because it is an indie film and he got a dispensation to promote it. Adam Driver is no stranger to the publicity circuit, and he's been on the hustings promoting this Michael Mann-directed biopic, Ferrari, in which he plays the legendary car maker Enzo Ferrari. The cast also including Penelope Cruz, Shailene Woodley and Patrick Dempsey, amongst others. Anyway, he's been pushing the film right around the world at film festivals and whatnot. On stage in Poland, when he was quizzed about some of the car crash scenes, which the journalist wasn't a fan of, and Adam wasn't exactly happy. We've had to bleep this. Have a listen.
What do you think about crash scenes? That they looked pretty harsh, drastic, and I must say, cheesy for me. What do you think about that?
You, I don't know. Next question.
Next question, please. Yeah, tell me about those cheesy car crash scenes. I'll tell you something.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you which way to go.
Yeah.
Move along, sir.
He's not messing around, is he? Thanks, Dickie.
Thanks,
Good to
Dickie.
see you.